let it bang, bang.
So now, as we have installed the NumPy, now we will learn the basic commands or the basic uses of these libraries. I will go through the main uh, techniques which we use using NumPy. So first is uh, how to convert list to NumPy array. So it is very necessary to convert any list or tuples to NumPy array, because only NumPy array have all the applications of this uh, NumPy. So it can use only the function. NumPy arrays can only use the functions of NumPy. So now let's declare a list. Give it something 1, 2, 3, and now in order to convert it, we will write, give it a name, my array. The command is np dot array, and here we have to pass the list. Okay, so it will be converted to array. So it looks same, but here you can say that there is array. uh, let's print also this list, so you will see the difference. Both are same, huh? One second. Yeah, so here you can see the difference. This is array and this is list. Okay, so another thing you can do is you can also define the data type, right? So you can define the d type, and here you can give float. And as there are float 16, 32 and 64, so basically you can go for middle one, or if the size is very big, you can go for um, 64, and float 16 is also there. So this is float 32. Yeah, so others data types are float 16 or float 64. And here integer also contains integer 8, integer 16, and int 32, int 64, right? So you can go with it. And with strings you can go with the u, and here you can write the size like u30 or u10. Okay, so let's see some other functions like first in order to create identity matrix, you can go for np.I. And here, as identity matrix is a square matrix, so you only have to pass only one parameter, so you can get an identity matrix. And now in order to get a matrix of ones, press tab and you can see the recommendation. And np.ones, here you can pass the size you want. So here you have to pass in the tuples the size you want of the ones. So the 3 comma 4 will be the ones. And similarly you can go for the zeros matrix also. Press tab zeros, and here you can give some different size, or 4 comma 4. So yeah, like this you can also create matrices 0 and 1. And one very useful function in NumPy is np dot arrange. Yeah, so this number is very useful. If you type np dot arrange 10, then it will print 0 to 9. Yeah, so here you go 0 to 9. And here in this function you can also give the starting point and the ending point. Yeah, and here by default it is 1, so you do not have to give this. So there will be 3, 4, 5, 6 till 9. And here in this function you can also give like 3 to 10, and how to skip it. So in order to skip it, you can get these numbers, yeah, by skipping 2 to, by default it is 1. This is very useful function. Another function is Lin Space. So np dot lin press tab Lin Space. So it tells it gives the numbers. For example, you want to print 0 till 10, it will be included, and you want 5 linearly spaced integer. So what the numbers will be, you have to guess here. You have to guess here. Here you have um, 0, and here you have 10. So including these number, what should be the properly other three, so that we can get these properly spaced. So if you guessed it right, it should be 2.5, and then 5, and then 7.5. So like this, this function works. It will give you that. See, so this function is Lin Space. It gives you that. And another thing is that you can also apply some mathematical operations like np.log. Yeah, you can go for log 10 and give value like 1000. You will get 3, like this. And now we can look at some matrix uses. So let's define a matrix first. So we will be defining matrix mat is equals to, we will show you how to define it. First we will give it mp dot arrange 0 to 10. So we have 10 elements. Let's take 0 to 12 elements. Yeah. So in order to it, as it is a linear matrix, so now we have to make it two-dimensional. So we will write np dot, we will use the reshape function. Using the reshape function we can transform it into two-dimensional matrix. Yes, you can see it has transformed into a two-dimensional matrix.
Let it bang, bang.